Okay, this video is probably gonna have a hilarious title, but I'm about to show you the craziest shit ever. Okay, this all started with a function in WoW's database that I show the page open, but something like is control pressed or is shift pressed or is alt pressed, and that was accessible by WeakAuras. And then I went, okay, if that's accessible by add-ons and WeakAuras, so I can make a icon that only appears when I'm pressing control or not pressing control. And I went, okay, well, if I can do that, can I do that with any other button than modifiers? And can I put that in a macro so I can like switch around which button it's on? I've done this now, which means instead I have like cooldowns, like long cooldowns and short cooldowns, I could have like non-cooldowns only appear when I'm in a certain mode or profile, as I'm about to show you, and then disappear the rest of the time. Or if I'm a raid leader, I can just have this is my normal WeakAura environment, and then when I die, I go, well, no point in having all these cooldowns on my screen, might as well fill this in with random raid information that I can switch on and off whenever I want, aka when I die. And I have done this, and yeah. So first I'll show you what it does. This is the icon of me showing you what it does. If I press this, it changes this. If I press this, changes that. That changes that. And you can change. It's literally just a basic if function, and so I can make Ocean's Embrace display differently when I have one of those modes active, or if I press one of them for 5 seconds, it could display differently, or the like. And as for the macros, they're pretty easy. WeakAuras scan event just shoots an event out to all the WeakAuras, and if there's a WeakAura that catches it, it gets the information. And so I have this one called profile change, and it's the first channel, and it sets it to the first number. This is first channel, so it's the second number. So I can have as many various different ones of these as I want, and they're standard macros. Yeah. So you could even bind this to when you press Surge, it shows you the health of your current target until you press the button other than Surge. Lots of interesting things you could do with this. Yeah. And as for the WeakAura is pretty simple. All it does is take the event profile change. Everything else here is editable stuff. And all it does is take arg1. If arg1 is the right channel, then if arg2 is the right number, it returns true. Else if it's not the right number, it will untrigger if it's already triggered. Super simple, and has the potential to be extremely useful. You can turn off WeakAuras. Let's say if you jump into the pod on high command and you're like, I don't want my WeakAuras clouding my entire screen. Let me just press a button and they're all gone. Yeah. Has the potential to be pretty lit. If you're binding it to something that already has a trigger, you'll want to make sure that it only activates when you want it to, so that could be complicated. So say if I have Healing Rain, I can't spell, if that wasn't already obvious. So I add another trigger. It needs to be all triggers, or if there's specific cases, yeah, you have to deal with this, but and then I can just copy basically the entirety of the code from here. Okay, and we're gonna have it only active when the first trigger is, the first one is active. We want it to be a custom on trigger instead of a timed one. Except now this is very crude, and so I don't have it automatically start as one, but as you can see, when it's this mode, it displays all the other modes it doesn't display. You could even do fancy stuff like changing it so that's like inverted or something in one of the modes, like here, I can probably do that. I actually don't know the exact code for that, but we can do custom function. Obviously, Valor will sub for this video. I wish I could copy. Feels bad. Let me just quickly do this. While this is active, it glows. So while this is here, it does that. While number 2 is active, it's not anywhere, and while number 3 is active, it glows. Yeah. A lot of possible functionality here on however you want to display your spells. I think that's it though. Yeah.